What if I told you that the difference between a life of struggle and a life of abundance isn't talent, luck, or even hard work? What if I told you that it all comes down to one single, almost invisible skill, the ability to wait, to delay, to resist the immediate temptation for a far greater reward down the road? Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a young man named Eli whose entire life was transformed by learning the secret art of patience, sacrifice, and delayed gratification. By the end of this story, you might see your own life in a completely new light. Eli was 17 years old when life first felt unfair. He lived in a small town where everyone seemed to know their place and where dreams often stayed dreams. His father worked 2 jobs and still struggled to keep the lights on. His mother, kind and quiet, always smiled, even when the fridge was empty. But Eli, he had big dreams. He wanted to create something extraordinary with his life. He wanted freedom, not just for himself, but for his family. He wanted a life where he didn't have to worry about money, bills, or survival. He wanted to make a mark. But there was a problem. Eli was impatient. He wanted success now. He wanted rewards instantly. And in a town where most people settled for what they had, his impatience felt dangerous. One summer, Eli's uncle offered him a choice: spend the summer working for a small allowance, learning skills that could one day earn him thousands, or take a small instant reward, a little cash up front, no strings attached. Eli stared at the cash in his uncle's hand. He felt the rush, the instant thrill. This is it, he thought. I can finally buy that bike, that game, that new jacket. Almost immediately, his mind flooded with visions of instant pleasure, but something inside him hesitated. That hesitation, that small flicker of awareness would change everything. Instead of taking the cash, Eli did something few of his friends could understand. He looked his uncle in the eye and said, "I'll work for the summer. I'll learn, even if it's hard." It seemed like a small choice, almost insignificant, but that decision was the first step on a path that would transform his life forever. Eli worked harder than anyone else that summer. He learned about computers, about coding, about problem solving. Every day was exhausting, every task boring at first. He faced moments of doubt. He watched friends spending the cash he had refused. He felt tempted to quit, but he didn't. He waited. He learned. He endured. By the end of the summer, something incredible happened. Eli's small skills turned into a small project, a tiny software tool that actually solved a real problem for a local business. He earned his first real payment, but more than that, he earned respect, confidence, and proof that patience worked. Eli's friends who had taken the instant reward, their summer was gone, spent on fleeting pleasure. They had nothing to show for it. Eli had built the first brick in a foundation that could one day hold his dreams. Years passed, and the world became more complicated. Eli's patience was tested again and again. A new opportunity came, a shiny offer to earn quick money, just a short-term project that promised fast results. But there was a catch. It would distract him from building something lasting. Most people would have taken the easy money, but Eli remembered the lessons of his summer. He remembered the thrill of delayed gratification, and once again, he resisted. He chose a different path, a slower, harder, almost invisible path, one that no one else could see, but one that would change his life forever. By the age of 25, Eli's life looked completely different. While others were still chasing temporary pleasures, he had built something enduring. A small company that solved real problems, brought value to the community, and eventually, financial independence. What was the difference? Not talent, not luck, not education. It was one thing: the ability to delay gratification, to choose a small discomfort today for a massive reward tomorrow. And the beauty of it? Once Eli learned this, every choice became easier. He wasn't fighting temptation anymore. He was playing the long game, and life rewarded him generously. Think about your own life for a moment. Every day you face choices, some small, some big. Every time you resist a small temptation, spending money impulsively, scrolling endlessly, giving up when things get hard, you're practicing delayed gratification. The brain often craves instant rewards, but the mind that masters waiting, that mind becomes unstoppable. It's not easy. It feels lonely at times. It feels like you're missing out, but the long-term rewards, they're extraordinary. Eli's story isn't unique. Every billionaire, every innovator, every legend in history, none got there by chasing instant gratification. They all chose to wait, to learn, to endure discomfort, to play the long game. So, how do you apply this to your life? It's simple, but not easy. Set a long-term goal that excites you. Identify small temptations that derail you. Practice saying no over and over, even when it hurts. Celebrate small wins along the way. They build momentum. Remind yourself that comfort today often leads to regret tomorrow, while discomfort today leads to freedom and success tomorrow. Every time you choose patience, you are building a life that will pay off in ways you can't imagine. Eli's journey didn't just make him rich, it made him whole. He didn't just gain money, he gained freedom, respect, and the quiet confidence that he could conquer anything life threw at him. All because he learned to wait, to endure, to resist the easy path. And here's the truth. They're not teaching this in schools. They're not teaching this in college. You have to experience it. You have to choose it. And every time you do, you're investing in a future that most people will never see. So here's my challenge to you today. Choose the path of delayed gratification. Resist the temptation of instant pleasure. Invest in your future. Every decision, every small act of patience is a step toward a life most people only dream of. And if Eli's story inspired you, don't let it end here. Take one action today, one step, one choice that your future self will thank you for. Comment below what that choice is. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe, because together we're learning the power of patience, one story at a time. Remember, greatness isn't built overnight. It's built one patient choice at a time. And it starts with you right now.